Hey guys, welcome to Verba Voice. I'm Abby Verba, a professional vocal and accent coach from Nashville, Tennessee, and I am so excited because today I'm going to be reacting to the new song by Sabrina Carpenter called Please, 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 featuring Dolly Parton. It's been a long time since I've watched anything with Dolly Parton in it, and I'm just really interested to see how they perform together and what kind of vocal techniques I can point out to you guys, how I can help you to learn different things that the singers do. And so before we begin, please hit subscribe so that you always receive notifications on when I put out a new video. Also, I want to mention today's sponsor, me. You can take voice lessons or accent coaching from me. The links are in the description to book your lesson. And it really helps support my channel as well. And I'm just super excited to get to know you guys and sing with you. So if you're interested in lessons, please check out the link in the description. Let's get into it.
Good judgment, I know I have good taste. It's funny and it's ironic that only I feel that way. I promise them that you're different.
Okay, so I just want to mention first of all that I love the recording style of this music video, love the 50s vibe going on and the black and white, love Sabrina Carpenter's makeup and everything. So I think they did a fantastic job already. As far as her vocal technique on this first line in the verse, she's using a pretty standard just kind of 50-50 mix, sounds like to me. A little bit aspirated, a little decompressed, like if you would talk like this, you know. So sometimes if you want to mimic a vocal technique, it helps to say it before you sing it. So if you say it in this kind of voice with me, say it like this, and then you can sing like that, and it really helps you get into it. So she's using this kind of vocal tone while she sings. So let's keep going.
And everyone makes mistakes, but just don't. I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy. Whatever devil's inside you, don't let him out tonight, I tell them.
And Dolly Parton there doing that high harmony. Her voice is just so nice. Of course, she's been doing this her entire life. And I don't even know how old she is now, but I'm just mega impressed that she still performs, still records music videos with people. I mean, that lady's an inspiration. But she had kind of like this head dominant mix going on, really fast vibrato on that high harmony. This kind of sound that just sounds really super cool over Sabrina Carpenter's vocals.
It's just your culture, and everyone rolls their eyes. Yeah, I know. All I'm asking, baby, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice.
I'm impressed with Dolly Parton's range. I mean, she's doing a really great job on those high harmonies. I haven't really heard her harmonize much on the songs I have heard. I've heard her sing lead, and then maybe she has her own harmonies in the background on some stuff. But like, I haven't really spent much time listening to her, and I haven't heard her in this context ever. So this is really cool. She's super good at this high harmony that she's doing, and very, very, very nice and very smooth head dominant mix going on.
Break is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me like the others are. Please, please, please. I have a fun idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside. I know you're craving some fresh air, but the ceiling fan is so nice, and we could live so.
Guys, I just love Dolly Parton's vocals on this. This is amazing. Oh, she's got this kind of voice going on. So what you're hearing here is twang, okay? We got some twang going on. And then we still have that really nice, like, kind of high light register going on, like a head dominant mix, but somehow mixed with this twang, it gives it this nice bright tone. So it doesn't sound weak. It doesn't sound like, like really, this weak, thin head voice. It sounds like that, just like super present and sharp and good, even though she's in a light mix, but it just sounds so good on her.
So happily, if no one knows that you're with me, I'm just kidding. But really, 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 please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Don't prove I'm right.
Don't prove I'm right. That rundown, she's just, this works so well for her. She just sounds so good. You guys, I'm also just really impressed that, like, at her age, she keeps up her voice so well. And I know she probably works on it. She probably like does vocal exercises and sings a lot. But I mean, that's the key. And they say that as you get older, that any sort of muscle stuff, I mean, you just have to train, really, and you can keep it in shape, because like a lot of people, who aren't really training their voice, as they get older, their voice changes a lot. And I'm sure her voice has changed, but like changes in a way where it just sounds shaky, or it sounds like it's not controlled, and you get like with elderly singers, what's called like a wobble, where they can't control their vibrato, and it's a vocal thing. It's not that they just like to sing in that style. For a lot of them, they just can't control their vocal cords very well, and there's a wobble. And so I'm impressed with Dolly Parton in the sense of like, she's really worked to keep her voice and keep it trained and keep it in shape. And she's just phenomenal. I mean, like, I'm kind of speechless. She renders me speechless. Like, she's just a legend.
Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me like the others are. Please, please, please. If you wanna go and be stupid, don't do it in front of me.
And Sabrina Carpenter, her voice is nice. Like, her vocal tone is nice. In this particular song, not much going on. Like, I wouldn't say, in this sense, and maybe this sounds like bad, because it's supposed to be like Sabrina Carpenter's song, right? Featuring Dolly Parton. But I kind of feel like you can't feature Dolly Parton without everything just being about her, because she's just so awesome. So I kind of feel a little bad for Sabrina Carpenter in this video, in a sense of like, I don't think she's the star of this video. Like, even though this is her song, Dolly Parton's kind of the star of the video. Because her vocal performance as well is just kind of really one-dimensional, like, so far. Just really like the same technique through the whole song, not changing registers, staying in the same register. Everything sounds really nice and balanced, but there's nothing really super dynamic or impressive going on with her vocals.
You don't wanna cry to my music, don't make me hate you prolifically.
I was not expecting that, like, that they have a man tied up in the back. Okay.
Please, 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 please,
Okay, that just made this whole thing creepy. Like, so creepy. They're like, yay, driving down the road with someone tied up in the trunk. Oh my word. Okay. Oh my word, you guys. I was not expecting that ending. That was a really funny twist to this whole thing. So anyway, key points to take away from this video as far as technique wise. If you're wanting to perform this song, and let's say you're singing Sabrina Carpenter's part, you would want to work on getting like a really balanced mix on your voice, like 50-50, somewhere in the middle of chest and head. something like this. And then a little bit of like aspirated sound like this. So I would just like first talk like this, try to mimic the way I'm talking, and then start singing in this kind of voice. Let me start over and...
Good judgment, I know I have good taste.
I know I have good judgment, I know I have good taste. So you want to talk like this first, you know. When you mimic something like this, though, you want to make sure that you're aspirated, but that you're not using too much breath. So the way you want to achieve this is just more decompression, so a little bit more head mix. So kind of, you know, singing up here a little bit more, but you're not pushing out too much breath. This is a mistake that I see singers do a lot, where they want to copy this kind of breathy sound, and they think that in order to do that, they have to push out more breath. If you do that, if you try to use more breath on this, you're going to end up losing your breath. You're going to end up running out really fast and kind of exhausting yourself because you'll be using too much breath. So instead of doing that, you don't want to do that. You don't want to use more breath. What you want to do is just get kind of like a little bit more up into your head voice, and you want to sing it to me a little bit like you're whispering, or like you're trying to keep your voice a little low. I know I have good judgment. So in this way, I'm not using a ton of breath, but I sound breathy. Okay, so this is something you're gonna have to watch out for. Sounding breathy doesn't mean that you use more breath. So that's just a myth we need to expel. In order to make sure that you're not using too much breath, you want to make sure that you're not breathing too high. What I mean by breathing high is breathing into your chest up here. So taking a breath and this expands. You want to try to get a low breath into your belly and ribs. This stays relaxed and open, and you don't really want to try to breathe up here. You want to breathe low. And if you are breathing quietly, that's one good way to know that you're breathing low. So I just took a breath in to belly and ribs, and it was silent, okay? And here's me taking a breath into my chest. You can hear it, okay? You can hear the breath. And so that's a main way that you can know if you're breathing too high, is if it's like loud. So you wanna make sure of that. And then from that place, from down here, belly and ribs, getting some good breath support, get a little bit of a head mix for me, like this. And then you're gonna sing kind of like in this tone. I know I have good judgment. And yeah, you will maybe use a little more breath, but it won't be anything like if you would crowd breath into your chest up here, you know, so you just want to avoid that. If you're singing Dolly Parton's part of this song, then same thing, you want to get kind of a head mix going, kind of up here, head mix, and then you want to do like a fast vibrato over it, okay, like, or a tremolo. So fast vibrato, wavering in pitch, this kind of sound. Tremolo is when you start and stop the airflow by opening and closing your vocal cords, so it'll sound more like a billy goat or a machine gun sound. And both of these work for this style, so whichever one you're more comfortable with, you can use that. You just want to make sure that if you're using tremolo, for example, you're not getting too intense about the glottal movements, like that would sound a little too intense. You're doing it really lightly, and so that's kind of an effect that you can try out when you're practicing her vocal to kind of sound a bit more like her. I would try to get more of a fast vibrato just because I feel like it's easier to control. But if you're an experienced singer and you're someone who likes to use tremolo, I think go for it. I mean, I think it could sound awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, if you like this content and you want to see more reaction videos like this, or tips and tricks on how to improve your singing voice or your American accent, I'm also an accent coach and I'm planning to do more content like that, then please subscribe to this channel. Also, if you're interested in voice lessons or accent coaching, check out the description below for my links. You can schedule through my online scheduling system, and I'm really, really looking forward to meeting you guys and singing with you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.